Greetings everyone, it's Hong Long from Hong Long Wuxia. And today we are going to talk about Fa Jin, explosive power, or as I was taught, shaking power. This is it's a technique used in Tai Chi to basically help you develop your explosivity. Before I did the video, I went looking online to see if there was any kind of information I might glean that was new. The only thing I seen that was different, actually there were two things that I saw that were different. One was apparently when I was learning martial arts, started learning it during the 90s and the early 2000s, it was referred to as Fa Jin, with pronouncing the G, but apparently, if this was a mistake, it's actually known as Fa Jin, although sometimes it's spelled with the G. That was the one new thing. I think it had more to do with the fact that they were moving from at the end of the 90s and the early 2000s in the West, they were moving from the Wade-Giles system to the Pinyin system, which was developed by the Chinese. The other one, the Wade-Giles system, was developed by a couple of English dudes from the 1800s? 1800s or the early 1900s. I think it was like the late 1800s. Anyway, be that as it may, we are going to learn Fa Jin so that tomorrow we can go over that in Chen Tai Chi. So we'll probably go over, as I show you how to do it, I will use those postures as examples. The other thing that was new though, was one website I saw, they claimed that basically some people are born with it and some people aren't. So basically there are two classes of human beings, one who can do Fa Jin and the other ones who can't. And they said, well, you know, you should just see if you can find a master who has it, and you'll know it when you see it. Let me tell you, if you've ever read any kind of nonsense like that from anybody, I guarantee you they don't have it. Anyway, yeah, it's this is not some kind of a secret magic ability. It is taught traditionally as bringing the chi from outside into you and bringing it into your center and then exploding it out from your center. You'll see, with the way I teach it, you'll see how they can get that, and how it's kind of like a waste of your time to sit there and focus on that crap. And it is crap, I'm sorry. But anyway, we will, let's get to it, and you'll see. All right, so, Fa Jin. Everybody can learn it. You don't have to be born with it to be able to do it. And I am going to show you how you can do it. All right, all right, I'm enough of that. Let's get serious. All right, so basically what you're doing is you're learning to build up your explosive power. You're training, you're basically training explosivity so that you can go from 0 to 1,000 like that. What you're doing, I think this is the first, I don't know, this isn't the first posture, but this is the one that comes up the most where we'll be using it in the form, and it's probably the best one to show you what we mean when we're doing it. So with this one, you'll be in you can get into a low horse stance or high horse stance, whatever. Your legs are going to be shoulder distance apart, and your hands are going to be out. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw in your entire body. So you're still relaxed, but you're pulling everything in. You're pulling your wrists, your forearms in. As your forearms in, you're pulling your fingers in, your hands. And I kind of like just in like well, pulling everything in. Same here. You're bringing your elbows in, tucking your elbows in. You're contracting your what is this? Your traps are back here, up here by your chest. You're contracting these muscles as well as the traps in the back. You're you're curling your toes in. Your knees are coming in. You're turning your hips in, bringing them in like this. As you pull your groin, you're pulling that area back, so you're doing like a motion like this. So you're just like tucking into a ball, your entire body. You'll feel your pulling your rib cage and your whole body in like this. You're forming like a hump like on the back. I mean, it's not gonna be like this, but you're coming in like so. And you're doing that with every part of your body. And you're training yourself to do it all at once. And then, once you come in, once you bring it all in and you curl it in, you want to just as quickly, or actually really quickly, explosively, send it out. And you want to send it out from what the Chinese call the dantian, which is basically the center of your body. For them, it was your center of your self, where you collected all your chi. But it is the center of your body. Now, this is where you're focused on curling your body in, and then when you snap out, you want to start from this spot and then spiral outward with all the rest of your body. So you'll be slaying you'll be opening up your hips and your groin area. Your knees will come out a little bit. Your same thing here. Everything that you tightened in and curled in, and and when I say tightened in, you're relaxed. And then when you slam out, you do it all at once. But you don't do it like that. You come in and you go all out at once. So you're pulling in and then, and I would recommend, it's not necessary to be doing a deep breath out, but yes, I would recommend it. So breathing in. Curling everything in and out. That's the posture we're going to come across the most in this form. Followed by, we'll do that one the next though. So the first one that we're going to come up on is the cannon fist. Now the first one we're doing it with the palms open, so I think I might be getting too close. So the first one we do with our palms open, and just like before, we're coming in like this, and then out, coming in, and out. Here, we're curling in like so, we're bringing it, so our hands are coming in like this. And they're going to come in and up here, and then they're going to push out. The rest of our body, our legs are kind of pretty much doing the same thing as we did before. Actually, most of the rest of our body is. It's just going to be a little bit different here because our body is tilted to the side and this arm is extended and this one is tucked in. But other than that, the rest of the motions for our body are all the same. You're gonna analyze it. Like I said, this isn't scripted, so I'm gonna analyze it myself. Make sure I'm telling you exactly. Yeah. So it's basic. It's the exact same movement, except for the hands, which are over here, and it feels a little bit different. And in the form, we only do it on this side. So I also, when I practice, I like to practice it on this side too. Drawing in as we breathe in through the nose, and then out. Now, when we breathe out, it's a quick and a sharp breath, not a slow, even one. So when we breathe out for this, we do not want our tongue on the roof of our mouth. So while we're breathing in with our tongue on the roof of the mouth, as soon as we breathe out, we slide the tongue behind our bottom front teeth. So and okay, so the next one that appears, the posture that we do the second most amount of times. There we go. My mind's going faster than my tongue can speak. So the one that we do the second most amount of times is the elbow. So for this one, you're pulling in to the side. So instead of like bringing it in like this, you're coming in, and as you turn, and you want to put this hand right when the elbow goes out, there. So this one is bam, and this one is bam, and they're working together. Bam! But actually, your whole body is working together. So as you're coming in, when you do this movement, okay, your whole body is doing this movement. So it's not just the arm and the elbow, and then the rest of you trailing. You're all coming out at the same time. So it does a lot more damage. It does more. If you keep yourself planted and you do this movement, it'll still hurt, but not as much as like that. And I'm not going outside tonight, so maybe the next time I do a video outside, I will show you on the heavy bag how that works. Maybe I'll just do a video on Fa Jin with the heavy bag. I practice. It's a good idea. Okay, so there's that, and then there's another one. This one's a lot different. This one involves the kicking motion and with the hand. So what we're doing is we're going, bringing the esoteric gurus who deal in solipsistic nonsense would tell you that you're bringing the chi, and I would tell you in my Wuja novel, whenever I get it finished, that what you're doing is you're drawing the outside energy, the chi and the air around you, into yourself, and then you're exploding it out in one movement. But in actuality, what you're doing is you're curling your body up, preparing to explode your entire body out at the same time. So you're not only doing it here, and this is the same as this elbow movement, where you're using both to generate power to strike the person. So in this, you're doing the same thing. It's not just bam, but you're using this to help. And you're not just going forward like this, you're coming in and you're kicking. So it's I hope I'm in the frame for all of this. I should be. All right, there's that one. Is there another? I'm not going to do those. We're not going to get to those anyway, but those are the ones that we're going to have in the, those are the ones we're going to see in the first two sections when we go over it again tomorrow. Yeah, we'll probably go over it a number of times. So my, my forearms are going to be dead on Wednesday. Because most of the movements where we're doing it are with the arms and the hands. If I were doing a lot more of these, my knees would probably be sore the next day as well. But as it was, this area is going to be really sore on Wednesday. As long as we get this done. All right, everybody, it's been Hong Long from Hong Long Wuxia, and that was an introduction to Fa Jin training. And tomorrow we are going to put it into practice. So practice tonight, and or this morning, or whenever you watch this video, and so that you are ready to rock and roll when we do this in our Chen Tai Chi tomorrow. All right, that's it. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and check out some of the other content I have up. I'm trying to stream every night. I'm at least doing it 5 nights a week, so check that out. If you have any questions about anything I'm doing here, or you want to see something specific that you've seen me doing some of my training videos or that I've talked about, mention it. Come on the stream and ask me about it. Or you can ask me about it down here in the comments if you're not interested in checking out the streams and talking to me live. And that's about it. So until next time, everybody, Orson says, come here. Orson says, keep practicing. Hasta la vista.